The hidden story of the founder's secret. In the heart of Hogwarts, amidst the hallowed halls and enchanted classrooms, there was a secret so profound, so deeply buried in the annals of magical history, that few even dared to consider it. It was a story lost to time, tucked away in the deepest, most forgotten corners of the castle. A secret only the founders of Hogwarts knew, one that could have changed the wizarding world forever. The lost heir of Godric Gryffindor. Everyone knew the four founders of Hogwarts: Godric Gryffindor, Salazar Slytherin, Helga Hufflepuff, and Rowena Ravenclaw. They had come together to build the school centuries ago, each bringing their unique values and skills to shape the institution. But what many didn't know was that Godric Gryffindor, the bravest of them all, had a secret. Before he founded Hogwarts, Gryffindor had been part of a family long revered in the wizarding world. His bloodline was known for their exceptional magical ability, courage, and strength. Yet Godric had a brother, a sibling whose very existence was erased from history by the founders themselves. This brother, named Ethelric Gryffindor, was a wizard whose abilities rivaled even Godric's, but his nature was different. Where Godric stood for bravery and honor, Ethelric was consumed by an obsession with power and control. Ethelric's thirst for dominance over others was matched only by his fierce belief that the magical world needed a leader who could unify it under one iron rule. He believed that the founders' idealistic vision of Hogwarts, where students were sorted into houses, was fractured and weak. His ambition led him to a path of darkness, one that mirrored the early ambitions of Voldemort himself. The fall of Ethelric Gryffindor. As the years passed, Ethelric's thirst for power grew. He wanted to bring the wizarding world under his control, to enforce his ideals through fear and strength. He secretly began gathering followers, a faction of dark wizards and witches who shared his vision. When Godric learned of his brother's dark path, he knew that something had to be done. He tried to confront Ethelric, but the two brothers had grown so distant, their ideals so divergent, that the confrontation led to tragedy. In a duel that shook the very foundations of their family, Godric was forced to strike down his brother to protect the future of the wizarding world. But Ethelric did not die in the traditional sense. The dark magic he had immersed himself in allowed him to cheat death, to become something neither alive nor truly dead. In his last moments, he cursed his brother's bloodline, vowing that one day his return would herald the fall of the Gryffindor legacy. Godric, devastated by what he had been forced to do, buried the truth about Ethelric's fate. He knew that if the world discovered the truth, that the Gryffindor bloodline had a cursed heir, it would tarnish the honor of his name forever. The founders agreed to erase Ethelric's existence from history, and thus the dark secret was buried. The hidden chamber. Unknown to anyone else, Godric Gryffindor had concealed a hidden chamber within the castle, a room that contained relics tied to his brother's magic. The chamber was sealed with the most powerful enchantments, including one that would only allow the door to open to a true heir of the Gryffindor name. Within it were ancient tomes, artifacts of great power, and most notably, a dark mirror, one that reflected the deepest desires of its viewer. It was said that if someone with the true Gryffindor bloodline looked into the mirror, they would see not only their own reflection, but also a vision of the lost brother, Ethelric, whose spirit remained bound to the chamber. The mirror's magic had been created by Ethelric himself before his fall into darkness, and it held the potential to awaken his soul once more. Over the centuries, the chamber was all but forgotten. Most of Hogwarts staff knew of its existence only through rumors, and it was considered nothing more than an ancient relic of the past. The hidden heir revealed. As time passed, the hidden story of Ethelric Gryffindor faded into legend, but fate would not let it stay forgotten. When Harry Potter arrived at Hogwarts, the echoes of the past began to stir once more. Harry, with his own connection to Godric Gryffindor through his sword, unknowingly carried the bloodline of the founders. While his connection to the house was well known, what was unknown was that Harry's distant ancestry also linked him to Ethelric. The mirror in the hidden chamber, long dormant, began to react to Harry's presence. Strange dreams began to haunt Harry, dreams of a dark figure, of a brother's betrayal, and of a kingdom built on fear. His connection to the Gryffindor bloodline, something he had always believed was a source of pride, began to unravel. When Harry ventured deep into the castle's forgotten corridors, seeking answer,